Hi guys, I thought I'd take the opportunity just to give it a bit of a channel update with what's going on with the channel and what we've been doing. Um, First of all, we've over 1,500 subscribers now, so that's great. My channel was never designed to make money, so I'll never monetize it in that regard. This is purely just a way for me to share my thoughts and my games, and if anyone gets any benefit out of it, that's fine. And that's good, but 1,500 subscribers is fantastic. Um, there's been a bit of girth. Oh, there hasn't been a lot of content up lately, and that's predominantly because where I live here in Hook Turnistan, which is Victoria, Australia, for those that don't know, we've been in protracted long lockdowns because of the COVID virus now since about February last year, February 2020. And they come, they go, they come and go, and they're on and off. And it's very, very difficult for me to organize any kind of games face to face with people. Even when I go to, on the rare occasions that the club is open down in Melbourne, when I get down to go down there, invariably we go back into lockdown again because somebody sneezed. The other problem, of course, is my children are prevented from going to school because of the lockdowns. So I spend a lot of time helping with the kids with their homeschooling. I'm retired now, so I don't work as such, but when the children can't go to school, I have to help them with their homeschooling. By the time that's finished for the day, I'm normally pretty tapped out, pretty exhausted. I do have some health issues that prevent me. It basically, because of my mental health condition, sometimes I lack motivation, especially if I'm tired, and so that impacts on my ability to produce any content. And this whole COVID lockdown saga for the last, now approaching 2 years for us here, is really starting to take its toll, and it's not good. It's beyond not good. It's really bad. That said, I do try to get some content up as often as I can. For example, the last video I uploaded, if I remember correctly, was a Pickett's Charge game, which was just an abbreviated AAR from a game that we played during one of the brief respites from lockdown, where I was able to get down to Melbourne and have a game with the guys down there. We had planned to play a big game, basically like an attack on Fort Wagner type game for Pickett's Charge. But true to form, about a week before that was about to go off, we went back into lockdown again. Now, I have just finished playing a fantastic game of General d'Armée, the Battle of Ligny, from the 100 Days campaign book that you can get from Two Fat Lardies or Ricewitz Press. And if you have a look at my General d'Armée videos, you will see the first game I played was Gilly, which is basically just a brief introduction to General d'Armée. Then we tried to play a game of Quatre Bras, but then we went into lockdown, and so we ended up playing that remotely. That was a great game. The next game in the series is Ligny. This time I played the whole game via Skype, where I basically just hosted the game, and Arno and Daryl in Melbourne basically joined me. We'd start 10 o'clock on a Saturday morning. We'd play through until 1 in the afternoon. And then we did that the following Saturday, and then we wrapped it up on a Monday night. So two periods of playing via Skype, where I would set up my iPhone or my iPad, and then they would have a view of the table. They would tell me how they wanted the troops deployed on the table. I deployed them. Once they were all set up, I said, is this what you guys want? They said, yeah. And I said, right, let's start. I would do all the dice rolling. And then I would tell them for ADCs, I'd roll the dice. I go, okay, the Prussians, you have 4 ADCs. French, you have 5 ADCs, or whatever. They would then allocate their ADC taskings to their brigades, and then we'd go on from there. Any kind of shooting or any dice rolling that was required, discipline tests, whatever, I would roll the dice and tell them what the result was. Because I was the neutral player. I was simply the guy moving the miniatures on the table while they played the game. And it was an absolute cracker of a game. Really, really good. And just hammers home to me what a fantastic set of rules General d'Armée is. And the fact that both of the guys were novices. I think Arno that was his second game, and for Daryl it was his first. So you can take 2 guys who have only played 1 or 2 games, or 1 and no games, and run them through General d'Armée, and they're left with just making the decisions and reacting to what happens on the battlefield. And they can have a really good game. And the plan was that I was going to make an AAR of that, and I still will, but filming it, running it, or sorry, I should say Skyping it and running it, and then also trying to take videos or photos and stuff was exceptionally difficult. And the reality was the focus was on playing the game and having some kind of relaxing, enjoyable experience for both myself and these other 2 guys who are in lockdown central, which is Melbourne. You think we've got it bad here in regional Victoria? Those poor schmucks in Melbourne even have a curfew, if you can believe that. It's insane. Anyway, so I did that, but my intention is to cobble together a type of AAR. I don't know how much actual footage from the game there will be in regards to moving miniatures and stuff. It'll probably be more of a summary with some still photos from the game. But all the same, I'll put that together at some stage over the next few days, and then I'll upload that. But mainly this video was just to give you guys an update on why there has been a dearth of content on the channel. It's just because of the circumstances that we find ourselves here in Victoria, Australia, where it's just rolling lockdowns. I think, I'm guessing it's all just a blur. I think we're probably, of the last 18, 19, 20 months, we've been in more lockdown than when we've been out. It really is a terrible situation here. Man, that's one of the issues with democracies. You get the governments you deserve, and sometimes you get the government you don't deserve. And what we're going through here, I wouldn't wish it on any other people on the planet. It's just not good. And the toll that it's taking on children as well is just heartbreaking. But the people making these decisions believe it's for a greater good. Yeah, well, I'm sure a lot of bad things have been done for the greater good. Anyway, that's where we're at. All that aside, we're going to try and get another game. I'll try and play a solo game of maybe General d'Armée in the not too distant future, and then film that. But in the interim, this is just a bit of an update, let you know that we are still here, and just explaining why there hasn't been that much stuff uploaded. The other thing is, I just received in the mail some Command and Colors dice from I think a guy called Dan Berry in Canada. These are fantastic dice, but the reason I'm mentioning them is Dan, I ordered 2 packets of 8, and he sent me a spare dice with each pack. So for 10, I got 12, and he just said that he included extra ones in case they got damaged in the post coming from Canada to us here in Australia, which I thought was very, very nice of him. Didn't need to do that, but he did. And if you play Command and Colors Napoleonics, and if you don't, and you're interested in the Napoleonic period, or for that matter, just a ripping good game, I would highly recommend Command and Colors Napoleonics. There's a fair few modules. I think last count, I think they're up to about 7 now. Regardless, fantastic game. And yeah, the game does come with its own dice, but you know, they're not that flash. These ones from Dan Berry in Canada are rather sweet. And like I said, he even threw in a couple of extra ones, which I thought was a class act. So if you are looking for Chain of Command dice, go on eBay. These are the wooden ones, and like I said, they're from a guy called Dan Berry in Calgary, Canada. So that's it all for now. Thanks for all those people that support the channel, and I'll try and get some more content up soon. Yeah, so that's it for now, guys. Thanks very much for your ongoing support, and we'll catch you later. Until then, Ubiquay. Bye for now.